Yo, what's Gucci? Everybody, it's your boy ssjk-dots, the first Black Super Saiyan in the world 500 span. I'm back here with another video. We have the Chainsaw Man review. I'm gonna try and keep it as spoiler. I don't want to give away too much because I want you guys to go and watch this show. Now let me be honest about how I view Chainsaw Man. First episode, I did a review. I thought Chainsaw Man was okay. There was a couple weeks where I was not watching the show and continuing it because that's what I just thought. I thought it was okay. Until, I was just scrolling through Twitter one day and I saw, just more of the artwork and more of the scenes. And, Perp Minded, he finished it up, watched it. A bunch of people, bunch of my friends and stuff, they was just watching it and talking about it. And I was like, let me finish it up. I'm going to guarantee y'all this. By the time episode 3 hit, I was all in. By the time episode 3 hit, I was all in, bro. I was all in. And I think it's because Denji. Denji, our main character, probably has the most simplest motivations in life, right? You would hope that he'd become more motivated, but he has very simple motivations. This man just want to have a girlfriend, have some sex, grab some boobies, and just live life. He basically he wants to live like everybody else gets to live. Everybody go through struggles and stuff, but it's not every day that people are stuck in a debt with some gangsters that want to threaten them every day and say, hey, we going to chop off your arm if you don't pay this amount, blah, 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 or take an eye, blah, blah, blah. So once I got to episode 3, this shit picked up. It kicked in, bro. I'm telling y'all, it kicked in. I mean, episode 1, it wasn't bad. It was just okay to me. It was an okay start. But as it kept going and going and going, it got even better, especially episode 8. Episode 8 is probably the most alarming episode because it's unexpected, out of nowhere. You do not expect it. Basically, think of Attack on Titan episode 5. That's what you can think of episode 8. Next character is Makime. Makime is the leader of this organization that hunts down devils. And her and Denji's relationship, I guess you can kind of look at Denji as some type of indentured servant, but I don't even see it as that. There's definite manipulation, but Denji is totally fine with it, with what's going on. I mean, he literally just wants to live comfortable. I mean, he literally says in the anime, whoever is paying the most and feeding him, he's going to stick with him. So if it was some bad dudes, and if they was feeding him, he'd probably stick with them because they're taking care of him. I mean, Denji's in a position where he got these new powers, he got a new chance at life, and he's just like kind of coasting through. That's what I'm hoping as the show goes on. Denji, this is just season 1, but in season 2, 3, and however far they go, I want Denji to start to like truly sit back and think for himself, not just let his stomach lead him. Like, actually sit back and think about what he's doing, where he's at. Does he really want to do this? Like, what does he really want at the end of all this? That's what I want to see more from his character. But right now, Denji, is okay, simple, fun dude. Like, he's not... When we get to her character, he is tamed compared to this character we're going to get to next. But Makime, she's... This is how you look at Denji and Makime's relationship. Think of Finn the Human and Princess Bubblegum. That's basically you can look at their relationship, right? But I think how Denji and Makime's relationship right now is not too manipulative. I mean, she literally just told Denji, hey, if you find this gun devil and kill him for me, I'll have sex with you. Like, real simple shit. She didn't ask for his eyeball. She didn't ask for none of his body parts like the gangsters asked. So she said, "Hey, I'll throw it back for you if you do this." And he was like, "Okay."
Shuffle, cha-cha, spin left, shimmy, booty quick thrust, booty quick thrust.
Like I said, he got simple motivation. Simple. Alright, next up is Himeno and Aki. I think out of all the characters in the show, Himeno and Aki has the best bond and relationship. I mean, these two literally bonded over having their first smoke session together, their first cigarette. When Aki joined the organization, he was a minor, he was young, he was 16, 17 or whatever, And Himeno been with this for a while. Aki got placed under her watch, under her care, and from there, you know, they work together. They're partners. They're basically like police are and stuff when it comes to devils. So you know, you're gonna want to build a bond with your partner, and just, you know, you're gonna be stuck with them for this dangerous mission. So might as well try and build something. And they did. They had a little relationship going on. I wouldn't say it was romantic, but they had a very good friendship that they had going on. I think it could bleed into something romantic, but you know, if y'all see episode 8, that ain't going nowhere. And that's not a bad thing when I say that. It ain't going nowhere.
Oh no, nigga, you ain't going nowhere.
It ain't going nowhere. But I did like their relationship. Like, that whole sequence about them talking about, you know, about her trying to get him to smoke the cigarette. And he just sounded like, you know, I'm a kid. Like, what are you trying to give me a cigarette for? And then he told, like, you know, whenever you're ready for it, I'm gonna save this cigarette for you, and we gonna smoke together. You know, she basically was like, hey, come smoke this shit, bro. Come smoke this shit. I don't know why I ain't got no weed. They got some cigarettes, but hey, whatever. A lot of people in Japan smoke cigarettes anyways. So it's typical of the culture there. But yeah, I think Himeno and Aki had the best established relationship in the whole show. But I wish they didn't do what they had to do with Himeno, bro. That shit broke my heart. I was like, damn. Now, those are our main characters we got knocked out the way. And Power, you know, Power, she aight. I like her personality. I like her wild nature and stuff. But at this moment, there's not really much to her character. Same as Denji. There's not really much to them as far as their motivations in life. They're kind of just like there, but over time I want to see them start to want to unravel more, understand more, educate themselves, and just try not to be so behind. Because the reason they are lacking in some areas is because they're just chilling. Like, they're not even trying to research more about this organization they're working for, making sure they're not no shady people and stuff. Like, they're just, you know, chilling. They're just going with the flow because, like, oh, they're feeding us, blah blah blah, we got a roof over our heads, so let's just do this work for them and stuff. And also, they will be killed if they try to really diverge and do anything else, because they're also the organization is babysitting them. So if they try anything reckless or whatever, like super reckless, not just anything, but something reckless, they will be, you know, killed. Now, the enemies this season. The main enemy you run into this season is Katana Man, but the overarching villain is called the Gun Devil. The Gun Devil years ago caused a terrorist attack that killed a bunch of people, and it was like damn near like a worldwide type of thing. It killed a whole bunch of people. It caused trouble in New York, all over the world with his abilities. And Makime is tasking Denji to kill the Gun Devil, because the Gun Devil also wants the devil that's inside of Denji, the chainsaw devil that he has. So basically, and that's the thing, I want to know why Pochita's heart is so important for the Gun Devil, because it's like Denji had Pochita for a while, and it's like, why now when Denji bonds with Pochita, why does the Gun Devil want Denji's heart now? Why does the Gun Devil want the Chainsaw Devil now? Why not before? What happened? Like, what's going on? So I want to see what's up. Also, our character Aki is very much motivated to kill the Gun Devil, and he wants to use Denji as a tool to kill the Gun Devil, because he believes Denji is that necessary evil that you need in order to take down someone like the Gun Devil. You know, this demon organization, they don't like devils, but they will use their abilities to fight other devils. It's sort of hypocritical, but you know, they gotta do what they gotta do if they want to stop these devils. And then you would think in this thing, like, okay, at the end of all this, you're working with devils and you're trying to kill devils. What are you gonna do with the devils that you're working with? You're just gonna kill them too? And that's the thing about this show, where it's like, wow, Because that is going to get to that point where all these people in the organization will have to ask themselves that question. Because this is what I'm theorizing. Denji's going to get betrayed. Like, betrayed. Because when it's all said and done, let's say he defeats the Gun Devil, all eyes are on him because they're not going to let him live if he's a devil, and they literally kill devils that cause mischief and mayhem and stuff. Even ones that may not seem as dangerous, they still go out and kill him. But it's like, they either kill him or they lock him up. So, Denji and Power, they about to get fucked over. That's what I think. For the next season, or if they do a season 3, Denji and Power, if they don't start paying attention and start, caring about their lives more, they are going to get effed over. That's what I believe. As far as the animation and fighting goes in this show, the action is on point. This action is fire. The way it's drawn and the way they use the CGI, expect some CGI. There is CGI, but the way the CGI and 2D animation is utilized, it's a great combination. It's like they drew it to where you really wouldn't notice the CG. You can at times, especially in episode 1. It's the most noticeable. But episodes 2, 3, and 8, 9, 10, 11, like the action in those episodes, you really do not notice this 3D CG much. But even then, it doesn't look bad. And I'm not a huge fan of 3D and CGI and stuff. I kind of wish it was all 2D. But now they're using it to where they can do more with the action that they could have done as just hand drawing it. So you got to give them props for that. And if it does make production easier for them, I won't hold it against them. They're just doing what makes it easier for them to get the show out to us. And I'm totally excited for season 2. You guys know, if I did have any issues with this, it's literally just Denji and Power's motivations at the moment. Because they are two characters that we do see often and frequent. And Denji is the lead of this show. And it's just, I can relate to Denji because, as a guy, we like simple things. But it's like, what other ambitions do you got? Like, what other ones? That's all I want to know. What other ambitions you got out there when this is all said and done, Denji? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. But, in another thing, I didn't think the Katana Man was as, like, engaging as a like the end of the season type of villain. I do want to see what they're going to do with him next season. I have a strange feeling that the Katana Man is going to, join the team by force. Or him and Denji are going to work together in the future. I see them working together and putting their abilities together because their abilities are very similar. I mean, from a design standpoint, their abilities are similar. Only difference is Denji has chainsaws that come out of him and the Katana Man has katanas that come out of him. So, yeah. I think they're going to work together in the future, but, the Katana Man was an eye villain. It was an eye villain. It tied back to the gangster that put Denji in that debt since Denji's father died, and it ties right back to him, but I'm not going to tell you how they tie. It just ties back to episode 1, the Katana Man's involvement in season 1. And it also ties to the Gun Devil too. But mainly, he is motivated, the Katana Man is motivated by what happens in episode 1, and that's why he has came back with the Gun Devil to do what he needs to do at the end of this season. And also, you got to give the show props for not spoiling and showing us who the Gun Devil is yet. They haven't showed us a peep of his face. All they showed was a taste of his power, and that shit is insane. That is insane. It's like some... Shoot, what's the best way for me to describe it? Because that power was wild. It was like airbending times 10. That's basically what his power was. Airbending times 10. That shit busted. Went boom. It was like a nuke. That shit was crazy. Denji, I don't know how Denji's gonna level up, but he needs to level up because him alone and the way he fights, that Gun Devil can take him out in one hit if he ain't careful. But you guys, I want to thank you all for watching. Just want to give you guys a quick little review on Chainsaw Man. I liked it. I recommend you all go watch it. But I want you guys to go show that peace, love, positivity, and all that jazz. Don't do drugs. And like I always say, deuces.
What did you do? What did you do?